today we're just I almost got married, and this is the reason why I didn't do it, right? So the girl I was, we're not gonna say any names at all, by the way. But if you know, you know. The girl I was going to marry, the girl that I was wanting to marry at the time, was the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, right? I gotta get this. Yeah, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing. But the girl that I was gonna marry, man, she was special. Like, bro, I was shook, bro. She was like my first girlfriend, and I was simping hard, right? I did anything this woman asked of me. Rolled up the red carpet for Shorty, bruh. Like, when I tell you I was the biggest simp, I was the biggest simp. I would go get her whatever she wanted. Come over before she wanted me to come over, I'd come over. At the snap of a finger. She wanted to go here, hey, you go here. She wanted to go to the mall, hey, we'll go to the mall. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that, brother. We'll do that. And I'll catch you later, bro. But she wanted to go to the mall, we'll go to the mall. And it was one of those things, bro, where I just really didn't understand. I just didn't understand what it was that I was supposed to do as a man in this situation, right? I'm like, oh, finally, this girl accepts me for me and blah, 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 blah. I get all this advice from people telling me to, hey, you need to, go to her house, get her this, get her that. I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to be obsessed with her? Okay, cool. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get her this from the store. I'm gonna get her that. You know what I'm saying? Without necessarily getting much back in return. And I kept on doing it, and I kept on doing it. And she kept taking advantage of me because I was a sucker. A sucker. And I believed in love. And I believed love was the answer to all my problems. You feel me? And so what I do, I still continued to be in love, even though there were clear signs that she was not interested in me, really. She was just kind of forcing it, going along with whatever she could, or whatever she couldn't do, she wouldn't go along with. And she would just tell me to do something else, right? And it got to a point where I was looking at myself like, bro, this is how it's really supposed to go? Because I was looking at my dudes that's in relationships, and they was all pretty much doing the same thing. And I was like, bro, like, how I came in is not where I am right now. Oh man, it's the air conditioning. How I came in is not where I am right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to get out of the shitty situation I put myself in. So what am I supposed to do? No one can give me an answer. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll figure it out by myself. So I mean, I kept trying, right? And before even that, man, like I was simping even harder, bro. Like I was gone for like 7 weeks. To school. Because the day after graduation, my mama didn't want to deal with me. If you guys haven't seen my YouTube page, my YouTube is BMSL, Black Man Suburb. Black Man Suburb on all platforms. And I tell this story. My mom's, she had kicked me out when I was like 17, and she let me move back in, and she kicked me out the next day as well. And so at that point, honestly, I was just like, hey, let's just go to school. I had no phone, no way to communicate or anything like that for 7 weeks. We get little breaks here and there and stuff like that, but it really, honestly, it really wasn't that bad to go without no phone, honestly. There's always stuff to do. There's always skills to improve on. And I was getting acclimated to the campus and the environment that I was going to be in. So it was a win-win in the end. But anyway, back to this story, man. So the girl I was fancying, the girl I liked, right, that I thought was going to have a little something right there, right? She, at the time, I had a best friend. And I guess they hit it off. And no one told me. I came back simping and stuff like that. came back, brought her some flowers and stuff because I had been gone for so long. And I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can do a deep impression. Like, what's up, little mama? You know, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now, you know. So, when you say me and you, and she was like, no. She was like, nah, bruh. Nah. We ain't gonna do that. Right? So I was like, oh, damn. Okay, cool. So I'm with my other homie, right? My other homie like, hey, what you doing? Like, why you over there at the house? Like, why you doing that? I was like, what you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was shorty I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, you haven't heard? And I was like, heard what? I mean, your best friend never told you? I was like, nah. He was like, oh, apparently they got together or something. I was like, oh, word? Oh, word. That's crazy. That was the first time I really had faced reality, right? Because it was like, oh, dang, I was so naive to the world, how the world works. Like, bro, obviously she's not gonna wait for you for 7 weeks. Obviously, I was a dummy for even thinking that, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, we wasn't together or anything like that. I thought we was kind of talking, but you know, that's me being young. That's me not really knowing anything really. So, you know, I go about it. You know, I go back to college, my freshman year. We talk or whatever, but it ain't nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? And my freshman year was like hell, like at PV, bro. So I'm like, I ain't never been swimming in the sea this deep before. Like, yo, this is fantastic, right? And she came with she hit me sometime around, I would say like October, November, something around that time. We had started talking or whatever. Like, I didn't think nothing too serious about it, you know, because I was still talking to other shorties at the time. And man, like, you know, months had passed and one thing led to another, and by the start of the next semester, we was together and shit. So we was rocking for a little minute, man. So we went to different schools though. Now I want you to keep the beginning of the story in mind because, bro, this is all gonna make sense, bro. Right? So we fast forward, right? We've been together for like a year at the time. She had another school. I ain't never told this story or anyone, so I'm gonna just tell it on live. Man, I get the clap from Shorty. And bro, I'm like, yo, like at this point in time, like I haven't really been too, you know what I'm saying, too bad. Like I've been trying to be good at it, but it's been hard, right? But I got the clap from Shorty, and then I thought it was my fault. So I'm like, dang, like I only cheated twice, bro. Like there's no way, like I can, like, because I vet my women very well, and the women that I was messing with at the time, like they was always clean, you know. And shout out to those women for understanding, you know, my situation. They've always been good to me. They was good sports back then. They're good sports now. And again, I'm not gonna mention anybody by name. That's gonna be, you know, disrespectful, and I'm a gentleman, so that's not the type of thing that I do. But you know what I'm saying, I called the shorty that I was, you know, messing with. I didn't call the other shorty because this had just happened, and I was talking to her before, maybe like 3-4 days before that incident happened. But you know, when she had called me, I was with her the night before. So I'm like, hey, go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, get checked, see what you find out. And yeah, apparently she was clean, you know, but I was not. And then I found out that she had gave me the clap. Yep, she gave me the clap. And so I'm like, hey, like she would never cheat. Like, no. I was like, my homies was like, bro, like how does she get the clap and give it to you? I'm like, no, there ain't no way. There is no way she can be cheating on me. She loves me. She loves me so much she would never cheat, bro. And I went to the doctor, I got those little tablets or whatever. put him in my mouth or and then I just couldn't have sex for a week. But the only bad thing was I had messed up the relationship with the girl that I was messing with or whatever. Of course she was, we became cool again, but like she probably didn't look at me the same. But that's a different matter. That's a different story. But again, everyone has been here before. Maybe not as severe as me, because my girl was cheating on me. And then after that, I became a dog. I became a dog. And it wasn't purposeful or anything like that. I just was starting to run through girls like it was nobody business. And I'm talking about not all two different girls in a week or anything like that. I'm talking about like I had 2 or 3 on the side. And I was still maintaining the relationship I had, but I knew that shit was over for a very long time, and I wasn't tripping on it at all. Like I knew for a fact that we was long distance, and I just accepted it. Now she didn't know what I was doing, but when I finally ended it after probably like 2-3 years or something like that, I really honestly don't remember. I think it was a year or 2. Year and a half probably when I finally ended it. Yeah, probably a year and a half when I finally did end it. She was like shocked, but I'm like, I could tell like you never really wanted to be with me in the first place. So I started to do my own thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just what it is, bro. Like, man, like my nature tells me what to do, right? And I'm gonna follow nature. Like, I'm not gonna go against nature. Like, it just doesn't make any logical sense. Ugh, man. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me in the comments if I'm tripping or not. Should I have not cheated, or should I have cheated? But I don't think it was inevitable. I'm a man. And if I'm only as faithful as my options, really. And at that moment in time, I had a lot of options. And I guess that's just how I try to rationalize it. But I've never been able to be faithful to one girl in my entire life, ever. And I don't really think that I'm going to ever. I just don't think monogamy is for me. But that's just me. But anyways, moral of the story, I broke up with her eventually after I took her back. And yes, I have simped. And that is my simp tale. Taking a girl back after being with her for like a year or 2, forgiving her, getting the clap from her, and then finally being done with her after I learned the truth. And guys, I'm gonna wrap this up now as I put a bow on it. And I know I riffed it for a minute because I got caught up in conversation. But man, like we've all simped and come short of the glory of King Asa. We've all simped and come short of the glory of King Asa. Yes, I am a king. Look that shit up in the Bible. Asa, Josiah. Y'all know what it is. The King of Kings. The King of Kings. Y'all know what it is. Stop playing with me. And stop suggesting that men not pay for women. Like that's blasphemy. I know there are women in here with great relationship who their man buys them whatever they want. Whatever they want. And when he's gone, they don't say nothing. Whatever he does, he comes home and brings me whatever. I'm the wife. I get to live this life of leisure, pleasure, whatever the case may be, and they're happy. I'm off this subject, man. I can tell my experience far exceeds everybody's out here in how this game works and how the world works. So I'm not gonna say any more. But guys, do follow my YouTube channel, Black Man Suburb. You're gonna see my name pop up. And let me know what you guys think of the content. Comment under the video that you like the most. So I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, as I put a bow on it. Moral of the story, guys: do not bring the pimp game into dating culture. Okay? Everyone knows if you're dating, you're going to pay for the woman. You're going to get her something that she needs. If you're not going to give her anything that you need, then you don't need to be out here talking to these women, false promising these women. They would rather deal with an honest person than someone who's capping. Tell her what it is. Tell her what you're looking for. She has the right to understand or to choose. She has the right to choose for herself whether she wants to deal with you or not. And nowadays in 2024, the way the world's going, this is going to be the best bet. For men like myself, you're looking to level up. But you still need to do what you need to do. I'm not advocating for anything or for anyone to do anything, but if she needs help with her biology books, by all means, help her with her biology books. And don't complain about it. If she wants to go out and look nice and she wants a gift and you're going to LA, you're going to Seattle, you're going to Houston, you're going to Dallas, get her a gift. Get her a purse or something like that. It ain't gotta be super expensive. Get her Michael Kors or some shit like that. Or get her a Michael Kors watch for like 30 bucks. Get her a bottle of perfume. It don't gotta be no Tom Ford or something like that, but get her a gift. Let her know that you were thinking of her. Now, even if you do have other people that you're talking to or seeing or whatever the case may be, the likelihood of her being upset at you is gonna decrease tremendously. Like, she doesn't really care just as long as you're thinking about her in some way, shape, or form. It can be the littlest thing. And again, I've been there before. I've simped. So what? I move the way I do now. Because I've learned from it. I've learned from my mistakes. I'll see y'all next time, man. See if I can